with coverage you can count on. This is the Erie News NOWCAST.
Good afternoon and happy Sunday. I'm Elspeth Meisner and thank you for joining us for your Erie News Now Weekend NOWCAST. We start today with the latest look at vaccine data across the state. As of Sunday, over 39,000 people have been vaccinated over the past day. In Erie County, just over 1,000 new doses have been administered. Over in Crawford County, over 100 new doses have been distributed. In Warren County, they have less than 100 at 81 new doses given out in the past 24 hours. We have new information today on big plans for Griswold Park. Businesses on all sides of the park will team up to make it happen. This is the vision for the future Erie Station Square. Our Kristen Allen has a closer look at the story.
This is what Griswold Park looks like now. A few park benches, flower beds, and a fountain with no water. But this is the future of Griswold Park. A synthetic ice rink, musical swings, and several pickleball courts. Multiple local businesses are teaming up to create Erie Station Square.
We're just bringing additional life to it, and being able to get additional property around here, we can actually leapfrog it into a little bit more than what it is today.
Pete Zaffris owns Great Lakes Insurance and is the vice president of Erie Station Square Limited, a nonprofit formed by businesses involved in the project. He says the park's overhaul is an homage to what was once the heart of Erie.
This is like the core of the city back in the day. We have a lot of buildings around us that are almost 100 years old, if not more than 100 years old, that are in rock solid shape, and now we're bringing them to life.
Chris Sirianni's restaurant, the Brewery at Union Station, is housed in one of the landmark 100-year-old buildings. 15 years ago, when the brewery opened in Union Station, he was excited to see what would become of the area.
I think part of the lure, outside of being a historic building, when we were just determining we wanted to be downtown, was the fact that there was development and there was vision. Like anything, it never happens fast enough.
That's why he became part of the nonprofit, helping to fund the project. He says the park's bones will still be there. They're just adding to the outskirts.
Outside of aesthetically pleasing, it's going to be safer, cleaned up, and if nothing else, more interactive, and that's what we're kind of after here.
Kristen Allen, Erie News Now.
Business owners involved in the project say they can't wait to expand Griswold Park and give people more than one activity to do in the city of Erie. Well, happening right now, Collegiate's class of 2021 is about to graduate. The ceremony is set to begin at 1 o'clock at Veterans Memorial Stadium. Meanwhile, Erie High will graduate on Tuesday night, also at Veterans Memorial Stadium. Coming up tonight at 6 o'clock, hear from graduates as well as school leaders about what it means to graduate in the midst of a pandemic. We also have new information about the smokestacks at Erie Coke's sister plant as they were demolished on Saturday. This is offering a glimpse of what the future may hold for the Erie Coke site. 3 smokestacks came tumbling down yesterday morning at the Tonawanda Coke plant outside of Buffalo, New York. The now closed plant shared the same owner as Erie Coke, but the Western New York site is already being redeveloped while Erie Coke is sitting idle. Activists at Saturday's event say it took more than 15 years of work to eventually bring an end to Tonawanda Coke, but now that they've succeeded, they say the people of Erie can do the same things for themselves.
Remain vigilant. Don't give up. We're here if you have any questions as far as what to do next. I have been down to Erie a couple of times talking to the folks down there. So I would say just, keep going.
And one big difference between Tonawanda Coke and Erie Coke is they sold their property to a private developer who handled the demolition. But right here at Erie Coke, the corporation still owns the Erie Coke site, and that might be what's holding up any progress at this point. Well, if you're looking for a job, new opportunities are coming to Erie. Erie News Now was first to tell you back in January that Amazon was hiring to open a delivery station in the former Amsco Steris plant on West 23rd Street. Amazon told us the facility will use the power to the last mile of the order fulfillment process and help speed up deliveries. The company promised to bring over 100 full and part-time jobs to the area, paying at least $15.50 an hour. They've been hiring for positions including truck drivers, warehouse workers, and more. The Amazon site is slated to open as early as July 14th. But new today, the City of Erie's Facebook page says Amazon will hold in-person office hours at the Avalon Hotel on June 9th and 10th from 10 till 5, and on June 11th and 12th, the hours are 10 to 4. Applicants should bring 2 forms of ID if they're planning on applying. This weekend, we've been treated to certainly warm temperatures, and that was the perfect conditions for the 33rd annual Edinburgh Triathlon yesterday. The swim, bike, and run started early in the morning just as the sun was rising and ended mid-morning. After not having a race last year, triathletes were thrilled at the opportunity to compete once again. For many of them, they say it's a part of their lifestyle that they're happy to have back again.
Everyone is just so grateful to be here, and the appreciation for being able to race at all is just, it's just very, very cool to be a part of it and to be able to keep this race going.
And not only was yesterday warm, but it was also a little windy too. Those winds brought a chop to the waters of Presque Isle Bay. And on the lake side of Presque Isle State Park, waves earlier on Saturday were as high as 3 to 5 feet. Coast Guard Station Erie says those winds did die down and they didn't have to assist in any boaters in trouble yesterday. But the Coast Guard does remind boaters to wear a life jacket and always file a float plan so that somebody knows where you are when you launch and how long you expect to be out on the water for. And it certainly feels like summer as more boats make their way into the water this weekend. The weather we experienced today was perfect for the Erie Yacht Club's Erie Open Regatta. This weekend-long event gave people a chance to get out on the water and enjoy some healthy competition as well. The sunshine certainly didn't hurt either. We'll have more on this event and the winners coming up tonight on Erie News Now at 6 o'clock. And that does it for your Erie News Now Weekend Nowcast. Thanks so much for joining us. Be sure to tune in to Erie News Now at 6 for the latest news, weather, and sports. Have a great Sunday.